Hello everybody, this is Sonia. Now, I don't suggest that you go to your craft room and get out everything and play with it, because then you're going to get confused. You're not going to know what you want to do, because this is what I'm doing. Oh dear, I keep changing my mind. I just keep going from one thing to the other flat out. But what I really want to do, so I've got lots of pink bits and pieces here, and I'm thinking, well, I know I have a bit of an idea what I want to do with them, all right? So let's have a go. There's a few people that I've even got a pinky colour sticker thing. I've got the pink things going on here, haven't I? Which probably won't work, but we'll see what happens. Because I wanted to do one of those flip out book thing, like it's a folder or a book or something people make, and you know, I thought, well, I'm gonna have a go at that. So I've got a bag, because this is like it's a pink bag. I have a little pocket, but it's white, and it's got I think it's got a little card in here. Let me see. Look at that, isn't that a dear little thing? And so that'll be something I could put in there. What's that say? Remembering you. Well, that's nice. So I can put that in there. The only thing is, when I did one of these once before, I pulled it apart because I was very disappointed with it. I started out with probably too heavy a base for it, because I discovered that you need to put, oh dear, look at that, doesn't it look hey, I just put this up here on top of this piece of fabric. Look at that. Did not buy them to go together at all, but by gee, they do, don't they? Look at that, isn't that cool? Anyway, that'll be a plan. So now back to this. So I thought to myself, well, the best way so it's not too bulky is to start out with only a thin paper background. You know, you need a thin sort of thingy, right? So I cannot find a pink envelope. I had a pink envelope this morning when I was going through some things, and I cannot find a pink one, so I'm going to have to cover this one with a bit of something pink. While I'm doing this pink thing, I'll never know. Look at that, that's cool, isn't it? I do like that. It's like a Christmas paper, isn't it? But it just doesn't have to be. Nobody cares if it's like a Christmas paper. It doesn't have to stay that way. Let's just cover this piece with this bit first before I go any further. That'll change my mind. I don't know, will I put it that side? I think so. Yep, I'll cut that out. So this is going to be a thing that we're going to find out what it is at the end, isn't it? It's going to be one of those interesting things that you don't know what's going to happen when you get to the end of it. So let's get a piece of this, because I just love the colours. Absolutely love the colours in this. So I can incorporate this into the thing that I'm making. I think a lot of people probably make these in more using coffee or coffee paper, whatever. Coffee or tea dyed paper, but I don't want to do that because I want... Oh, I've got a book of these now too. Alright, are these my book of these? Will I need this? We probably will. Let's just take a... Where is... I know I've got some... I was saying this, I know I've got something in the other room, because I did take them like that. Well, this is not going to work. Oh, yeah, look at that. Just need something pointy a bit. Books fall apart real easy these days, not like they didn't used to one time. It take a lot to get this staple out of them in the old days. Okay, look at that. I can move it even. Right. Put out this side. Ow! So I don't want to... I'm not a big fan of tea or coffee dyed things. I don't mind them, you know, putting a bit of... But it just depends what day it is too, because I could change my mind in a couple of weeks and say, oh dear, I really love this, you know, because that's what I'm like when it comes to doing bits of craft and things. You just go from one thing to another. Okay, so I've got a bit of that, just in case I want it. Thought I'd grab it, sit it there and lose it in a minute. Okay. So I'm going to work on the idea that the thing that I'm going to make is going to be the size of this envelope and this bag, okay? Because they're two things that I've got, and these are only thin, and I've got plenty of other bits and pieces of paper here that I can use to help them along with their embellishing them and putting pockets and stuff like that in it, okay? So, because this is going to be a flipping thing, we're going to have to use, or we're going to use the envelope like in this way. And I'm really pleased about this envelope because it comes right to the edge here. Some of them that you get have got a little, here's that other one I had. Here. See that little lip there on them? It's got that, and that's really in the way. Unless, of course, you cut the whole thing off, you know. This is a lot solider envelope too, it is too, by the way, just saying. Okay, so I could trim that, you know. I'm going to do that because I'd rather this a bit solider piece. Needs me paper, needs me urethane thing under here. Okay, right you go. So, okay, so we need to cut that down there so we're getting rid of this lippy bit here, see? But we're going to need to put a hinge of some sort on it anyway to join it on. So I wasn't thinking that far. My brain just went. With the other one I could have stuck that thing under, but with this I'm going to use this as a hinge. Okay, because I've already got it there, haven't I? It's already a hinge. So this is going to be a thing where I suppose I am purposely cutting it in a tiny bit, so you know it's got a, and I should do it to the other bit too. I'll just see what happens when I say I've cut it in a bit like that and a bit. Well, I have it this far, it's not very far, because I don't want it sticking out. Okay, so when I made the first one, it was just like, I was way back in the day, you know, like a couple of years ago or whatever, and I just didn't like it at all. It wasn't my thingy. Okay, so I'm going to need to hinge this onto this bag here, maybe, or stick that on there. And where's the hole? There's the pocket tucky bit there, okay? So I'm going to put this across here. And this is definitely going to be, you know, what am I going to make out of this? I don't know. We'll see. Now this sticks really quick, this glue, so I'm going to have to be very, very quick with this. Now I've got to think about this first. We're going to think about it a little bit first anyway. We should have probably put it together first before we start gluing anything, because when you do this, you've got to think to yourself, now, do I need to put something else in there before I stick it down? Or am I going to be disappointed if I want to put another piece of paper in there and it's not going to go because, where's that thing? Because I've already stuck that down and I don't want to pick that up and change that over that way. And, you know, they're just things, there's issues that you've got to look at, if you understand anything that I just said. So that will probably go on there. But you know what? I'd be really, really pleased if I stuck it a little bit under that one, because then you're not going to have it an edge where it butts up against it, are you? Okay, so you're going to have that nice piece. Now, okay, so that's a pocket, and that's a pocket, and that flips over like that. So on here, we're going to have a couple of pockets on this bit, aren't we? Let me see, do I need a couple? Probably do. And I might not go that far, but I could put on, this one is spotty, you're not doing much for it, but you never know. That'll make a good flip outy thing too. So I reckon if I do this bit, I've got that bit covered, I think. Let me see. I'll cut the top off of this, but only the same height as this envelope. This is my size I want to go for. Okay. Actually, people were doing theirs out of the text paper too, because you're using all your pages. But I do like using pretty things and well, other people do too, I'm sure, but I just feel like I want to make this out of this just to be different. I don't know whether the bag's crooked or the envelope is, but they're not doing the meeting up thing that good. Okay, so we'll just cut this off here and stop playing around. Okay, now put that down there. Righty-o. Probably should have did what I usually do, stick it on first then just cut it off. But because I've got the other, oh look at that, I did it without cutting the white one. Very good. Now I'm going to straighten this up. Because if things are straight, you'll find it a lot easier to line them up. It's just something I've learned, you know, through trial and error on my half. I mean, you know, I'm one of them people that just used to cut out things and just not worry too much about. Look at that, how far off that is. That's way, I'm going to cut it too short. I don't know if I do that. Now, because this is crooked on this side, I'm going to line it up somehow, looking straight to me. I'm going looking straight with the envelope. So I can just come back and use this bottom edge as a guide to put it to where I want it to be, okay? So, I'll put that over there. Now, we don't want it too far because remember we want that to go underneath the thing. Okay, so I'll cut off, make sure I've got enough to go underneath the other piece. There. Righto. Okie dokie. Now, I'm going to just level this bit off because I want to, and, you know, so when I put it in there, I put it in straight. We hope. Yeah, I think that's probably right for the time being. We see what happens. Okay. Now, we're going to stick this onto here. So we need the part that's... I really want it to go that way. I don't mind if it's upside down. I can't read what it says anyway, so... They're going to be really disappointed in me, aren't you? Because I just cut too much. Oh dear, excuse me, too much off that. Look at that. I wanted it to go under there, didn't I? Hang on. I have this bit, right, and it goes under here. Under there. And then I wanted to cover that. And I wanted that to go underneath the envelope, and I didn't do that. What was I thinking about? I was not thinking, obviously. I wanted that to go under that bag, didn't I? So I wouldn't have too much, well, that's disappointing. See, I even mucked it up and I wasn't even, and I was trying not to. I mucked it up and I was trying not to. You know what, I don't even like that anymore anyway, see? So, there you go. Alright, we'll try this now. That bit under there. And this bit. Where's the right way up? Up there. Like that. And if we cover this, all of it, with this pink, okay, let's make this thing and stop faffing about. I hope people are still with me on this, because you never know what I might come up with, do you? So, is it the right way, Sonia? Is this how you're supposed to be doing this? I hope so. You want that on where the edge is, so you've got that good hinge there. Put that down quick, because it does set fast. And you need to bend it over and make sure that that's going to happen. So you want to put this onto here, okay? So we're going to glue this one as much as we can, glue this as fast as we can glue this, because we don't want it to be, I hope I'm not putting too much together so that things won't bend. I think that's probably why people use the text papers, because they're pretty good, you know, they're not too stiff, and I don't want this to end up all stiff. Okay, now I'm going to make sure that I've got this lined up here to that bit and that bit. Come on, don't do dare get dry on me yet. Rightio. hold that up there. Okay, I'm going to cut this off. I might do it with a cutting thing. Is it going to fit under there? Maybe only just. I'll cut the top bit first here. I'll just do a quick trim so it'll fit in there. Right. Okay, so I'm going to put this under here and we're going to cut that level. Okay, because it's a lot easier than trying to do it. No, do another one. You can hear that I've got some of the envelope there, don't you? A wrinkle. I don't like a wrinkle. Okay, now the bottom bit. Okay, is that going to put it straight? I can just need to see that little edge. This thing is a little bit. You've got to be right on the edge of this. Come on, come on, come on. Another tiny. I do not want to make a pocket at the top too, Sonia, so don't cut that envelope. Okay, right here, done that. Right, and I've got a wrinkle, but that's okay. We might put a little pocket over the wrinkle. Okay, so now we're going to put the bag onto this like so. Let me go that way. Wait a minute. Onto there. So when I cover this, see, it's starting to get thick, isn't it? You've got a pocket there. So when I cover, I'll put that on there. I'll just do this. I'll just put it on here and see what's going to happen next. Because, I don't know, if you've got something like this that people are going to use, you probably need it to have a bit sturdy anyway. Or you can just use it for sending things in, you know, putting goodies in to post to people. It's just like a packet thingy, you put stuff in. Get right on that edge bit, because I hate it when the edges start to come up at you. I do not like that at all. Eventually nobody does. Now I'm going to use the pretty side. When I say that, I mean where there's no thingy there, okay? I mean, am I going to do that? Am I going to do that? Because nothing wrong with saying that it's a bag, is there, Sonia? No, we'll just put it on that way anyway, Sonia. We're just going to put it on that way anyhow. Righty-o. It's not going to move. See, we've got a tiny bit of overlap there too, which is, that sort of gets, that bugs me, you know. But that's because I haven't cut that close enough. I was too scared to. I didn't want to end up having another pocket in the top of this. I just want, so here, we didn't do that, did we? No? Very good. So now we've got that bit there that flips over, and that's the bag. So we have the pocket here at the side, the bag part here at the top, and now we need to do more. But see, it's starting to get thick, but I'm not going to be putting anything else on that, okay, because them corners are good. That corner's good. You know, I don't need to, I'm going to put pockets on shortly, but not just at the moment. I've got to get on with this, building this thing first. So now I want it to flip. This paper, this bag, needs to have something else flipping out on it, doesn't it? From this side. And so I have creases in this. That doesn't impress me at all. Sonia, I don't know, what did I do that for? I do have more of that, but I don't know that I want it just yet. I'm thinking about using this as a tag, this thing. Let me see if I've got another bit, that paper, that colour. a little pink piece, stripy. Got enough of that on there, haven't I? We've got enough stripy and pink, I think. But to a degree, some of it's going to be covered over anyway, so it's going to be okay. It's going to be covered up. Well, not completely, but we're going to cover it a bit, so I'm going to actually use a page of butterflies on it now. I'm not really worried about what I use because it's just for fun, isn't it, really? And if we agonise over it too much, I'll never get it done if I worry about whether that should go there or not, for the colour-wise, I think. So now I've got this. So now I'm thinking now I need another envelope because I got that one and I'm going to have one on the other side. So look at this, I'm going to have to use that one that I did not want to use before. Where did it go? It was thin, I thought, but it's not that bad. That's a small one. Okay. And it's got beautiful pictures inside of it, and I have another one here that's turned inside out and I could use it instead, but I don't think I've got the... Just give me a second. Okay. Just thinking. I'm not too far away. I'm just thinking. Got those too. And that's nice, isn't it? That's pretty. So maybe just for a break in the thingy, I might put that there. And then that's only... and that'll flip out that way. That's a tag I made. That thing. I don't think that's going to matter. What do you think if I go and only go to there on that, and then I put this on, and that'll come up above there. To have it all extremely pink. But then that's not going to meet and it's going to look weird, and I'll cover up the hole, but then I'll make the hole over this side. Is that right? No. Well, you can tell I'm not following any instructions or anything. It's something that, you need to probably do this while you're on your own. So you can just think, now, well, I'll put that way, or can I put that way? And what about if it's in the middle? If it's in the middle, it opens like that, and then this one too. Are they the right size though to go back in there? Well, they are. Very good. Okay, so I could have it that way. And this one here this side here will only have it this size, what do you reckon? And then over here I can probably do another something on the back of there. So we're going to have an envelope flippy thingy, which is made out of envelopes, because then it's a flippy thingy, isn't it? So we're going to go over that way, but I want to put pockets in this. I want to do pockets. So okay, close it. No, don't. You've got to stick it on. You've got to stick it on, so you can't close it. So maybe you should just line it all up at the bottom. It might look a bit better. It's all lined up in the bottom. And that one too. And that one can go there. But to do pockets, I'll need to put them over the top of that. So this should be sealed. Okay. And then I can put a couple of pockets in there. Maybe a couple more envelopes. I could call this an envelope flip. Okay, let's just go with it. Are we going to do that? Yeah. Okay, are you sure? Am I sure? I really think I'd like this to come on here first so it covers over that. So when I put it under here, I've got that, you know, all covered. I'm just looking at an edge. I'm not looking for edges. Let's see if I can do this. Let's try it, eh? I'm going to put all this. I'm going to use that piece of paper. Maybe on the pockets. Yes, do the whole thing. Do the whole thing. It doesn't matter. It's a little bit thick. It'll be okay, Sonia. It'll be okay. So we're going to cover this one. Probably, you know, if you wanted to, you could paint them. Your envelopes, you know, put some paint on them. I could have did that. Maybe one day I'll have a go at that because that sounds like a plan. So you come up with ideas while you're crafting. It's a shame you don't come up with them before you stick everything together. They're like me. Okay, so you could paint your envelopes. Okay, so we've got that bit. I'm going to cut that off straight. It's a big issue with me lately. I need to do the straight thing. Just snip it out a bit first. I hope this is not taking too long, and if it is, I'll have to come back on here and show you a bit more another day. It won't be the same day as this goes up, I don't think. I'll have to see what happens anyway. I don't want to cut that, and I just missed it. I just missed that. So that's good. I'm happy with that. I've missed it. Now, I've got to put, fold this over. That's edge, like so. Now I don't want to cut around the shape of that at all, do I? Where am I going with this? Do you remember? You tell me what I'm going to do with that. I think I'm going to put it in, aren't I? See? It's going to go there, right? So that it's not... And that's going to be on the other side. Okay. Is that right? When I get that on the other side, then what's going to happen to it, Sonia? I suppose using the envelopes, in a way, you could use paper. Why not just do it with the paper, Sonia? Well, I thought with envelopes, they're already square, they're cut out. I was thinking about the pocket idea, but I'm going to put the pockets going across that way, so I need to have that space like that. And this one I need to put that way, and then I'll open it, I think, like this. And I'll put that way, okay? So my pockets are going to go over the top of that. Might just turn it back, like so. What do you reckon? That's right. Now I'm going to glue that while I've got that thought and plan, and I'm hoping I'm doing the right thing when I'm doing this. I do hope I'm doing the right thing. I'm going to end up with a bit of white though, aren't I? Please don't do that, Sonia. Get the white bit out. Is it glue? Oh, I love this thing. Oh dear, best thing ever. This glass top. Doesn't cut or anything. It's good. Anybody know what I was doing now? Can anybody tell me what I was going to do? I know. Put that on there. Sorry, people. I just, you know, sometimes you're not, you don't think. See, now, I'm not really pleased because I've got that edge, but I might put something along that edge anyway, see, so we're not going to be too scared with that bit. I'm not going to worry about that too much. And this is going to go here, full amount, because then on this page here, we're going to have, it's a shame, you know, that I have got that seam there, because I could have used this as a tuck thing, but I still will somehow, I think. What do you reckon? Well, that's not straight for a start, because I cut that out on the other bit. No, just keep putting it down. You can fix it later, okay? Fix it later. Look how much more paper I'm putting into this. it'll be solid. Yeah, it's going to be a solid piece of stuff. But after a while with use, it will, you know, go a bit softer. Right, now, up the right way. This envelope here is back that way there. This goes over here like so. Am I doing this properly? Anybody yelling at me? Please stop, Sonia. I'm going to say stop. Oh, come on, really? No, don't get stuck there. You can't do that. Ah, come on. That's not right. Whoa, that was close. Get right in the groove there, girl. Get right there. You know what? I put it at the wrong end. I put it at the top instead of the bottom. Oh dear, who's seen that? Let me know. Who's seen me do that? Come on, get them off there. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Holding my breath I was. Yeah, let's try this again. Oh dear, oh dear. How many of you seen what I was doing wrong? Oh, this glue is so... I suppose it doesn't matter, I'm putting more on, it sticks really fast. I think you're carrying for the glue, but, you know, you've got to be moving quick. That word sometimes is not in my vocabulary. I'm afraid it just doesn't work for me. I've got to be quick. It's just a bit hard sometimes. There we go. Righto. Let's wipe that glue off there. Sorry about this, having to do the washing and cleaning. Oh dear, I don't like that noise, sorry. Oh, had to keep doing it though, didn't I? I couldn't stop myself. Look at that, I got it. I got it. And look, there wasn't any glue on that bit. Oh, a tiny bit. There's a tiny bit of glue there. We can fix that. Now, hopefully, what I'm hoping for is that using this pink for the background will just be mostly be in the background, you know. You know what I mean? Because we don't want it, well, pink's a beautiful colour, but we can't just settle for the whole thing being in pink, can we? We've got to have something else. Now, so this is going to be that way, right? And this comes back. Does it come back that way? No, and that's not going to fit there, Sonia, because you've got over too far. Well, bless me soul, I was so careful. I mean, you can see me ripping it to pieces any minute now, can't you? Oh, please. Oh, dear. I've got a crease now because I was too finicky. There's a bag, it won't move. It won't move. This is where you think, oh dear, now I feel like throwing it in the bin, don't you? When you do all that work and you just feel like you need to throw it out. Come on. Please don't tear. Everybody keep your fingers and toes crossed because I don't want to wreck this. I need to move that over just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Is that far enough? Yep. But then I've got to skew with the bag, have I? I don't know. How's that working? Good. That's better. Look, it comes to the edge. Look at that. Fair. Now, please don't make it as a mess if you don't want to tear it, okay? That's good. So far, so good, I guess. So now we've got interesting bits on the back, which is okay, because we've got lots to do. We've got lots to do. So if you want to try that, you know, go ahead. Have a little go. See if you can get up that far. And we'll come back on and I'll show you what to do. And I've got a bit of skew whiffness happening here on the back too. So just when you're putting it down, you need to be a bit more careful than what Sonya was. It's not that much of a science, but still, you want it to work for you, don't you? So that's a little bit of a, well, I guess it's like a concertina thing, but I want that to go that way. I want that, no, I don't know. We'll fold it in like that, okay? And now, then I can come back later and we can do a bit more work on it, okay? Because I can't finish it anymore today. I've got to go have my lunch. So thank you everybody for watching, and thank you for subscribing to my channel. Please leave comments. I love to hear your comments. And I'd like to say a big thank you to Marsha, Denise, Gina and Debbie, and everybody else that watches my channel and leaves me nice comments. So thank you everybody for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Bye bye.